Hello?
We're live.
All right, we're live. It's Friday. It's time for our podcast, and today we had a great unveiling of the military wrap. Robert Goodnow was lucky enough to have his name pulled from the hat on Veterans Day last year. And if you don't know, I guess we recorded something, Warren. So you might hear the same thing a little bit, but. Every Veterans Day, I'm lucky enough to pull out the name of a winner. We put all of our veterans that have been with us for a year into a hat and pull out a lucky winner. And Robert was the winner this year. The wrap is unbelievable. Shout out to Bianca and Gigantic for really collaborating and helping Robert put this incredible wrap together, and
as well as Robert's family actually helped him out tremendously too. So we honor our veterans. Thank you to the military families who help them serve the mission, right? It takes a whole team, similar to in trucking. We need everybody to be pulling in the same direction. So thank you to those family members.
And to Nick got some cool black wheels to go on the truck that really look amazing. So I look forward. I think it's November coming up. November 11th, I believe, is Veterans Day. So this November we'll be pulling out another name. We've now done this 2 years in a row, and we're going to keep this going. In fact, we've got quite a few cool wraps going on out there. We've got Michelle Lichty's in town. I see the Rainbow Riders out there. We've got what else do we have for wraps? We did the breast cancer awareness one earlier this year. I think there's an autism one that's maybe in the works. Okay, and we got an Army one from a couple years ago, and I know we've got Ed and Tracy with us, a couple of our Highway Angels.
Shout out.
And I know they're looking to for their next truck to maybe do a Special Olympics wrap we were talking about earlier, which would be really cool. So we love sponsoring these great organizations and creating awareness out there. So we'll continue to do these things as we move forward. Today I've got Jillayne on my left and Rob on my right, and I know we just went through the big Roadside Check. Everyone gets all freaked out every year with the Roadside Check out there, and this year. They were primarily looking at, was it lights?
Yeah, lights on the maintenance category, and then a lot of focus on hours of service.
Yeah, yep. Yeah. So, how did we do?
Well, I think we did pretty well. Now, there's a little bit of lag sometimes between the inspections happening and coming into our systems for our analysis. Overall, though, I think it's very impressive given the amount of trucks we've got out on the road and the amount of miles we're driving. And I would put it at, probably a handful of violations in each category. So I was really pleasantly surprised to see how good our fleet performed during this time. And I liked how you framed it up, Brad. There's some people panic about it, and really I think it's an opportunity for us to do well and show off what we've got. And we certainly got a lot of talent on the team. And so I think that came through in our performance. So maybe just a real quick highlight. We had probably 3 brake violations. We had a fire extinguisher violation and just a handful of light violations on our maintenance category. In our hours of service category, we had only one driver over their hours. We had one violation for a false log. The driver was using the truck on PC to do some work, and so we know that's not right. And then, again, just, I think, 3 form and manner violations, missing some information on the log. So real solid there. And then on the unsafe driving basic, we had one for failing to obey a traffic control device. That can often be something as simple as recognizing the need to pull into a scale and taking care of that. 1 lane restriction and 3 overweights. So I would say overall, that's a real solid performance for such an intense enforcement period with such a big fleet.
Yeah, for a couple thousand drivers out there, it's good work. So certainly we don't want any of the violations, but overall for that much equipment out there, nearly 4,000 trailers and a couple thousand trucks and drivers, That's considering how, and they were pretty intense this year, I understand. Is that right?
Yeah, you bet, and for sure. And so a big shout out to our drivers, obviously, also our maintenance teammates who help keep the vehicles in good shape and collaborating with drivers on that. And then certainly our driver managers and planners and other operations folks who support getting that maintenance work done and helping drivers when they identify issues.
You know, I like, Rob, how you said it's an opportunity for us to sort of show off. And, you know, Hirschbach, we do like to, you know, sort of spread our feathers a little bit. And, you know, whether it be the wraps that we are doing out there, or certainly our branding with the graffiti on our buildings and in our buildings, and the branding that's going on our trucks and trailers, we like to be noticed out there.
I love it. I love it. There are actually about 10 of the original graffiti trailers still out there. Those are kind of, you know, little 4-leaf clovers. Really cool to have you guys take pictures. Now that we have more equipment coming out with the graffiti wrap and the different colors of trucks, we want to see all those varieties. And I will be looking for a good picture to do for the holiday card coming up. I'm usually, you know, kind of cutting it under the wire. So if you could send those to me as soon as you have them, I'd love to start getting the ideas going. You know, our truck in unique, beautiful places all across the country. You guys are in fabulous places, whether it's, you know, the mountains or the plains, or, you know, sunsets and sunrises are always cool too. So send in those pictures. I'd love to see them.
You know, and the reason we like to show off is we have a lot of pride. And we've got great people in the organization. We've got great equipment, great customers, and just a great organization made up of incredible people. And so we have a lot of pride in what we do, and we've got nothing to hide. Whether it's a roadside inspection or you know, we want to be noticed. And the message is we look different because we are different, and different in a very positive way. So.
Yeah, use that branding to help talk to other drivers. I've already heard from lots of other drivers who we have the reputation of taking care of other people's equipment at the truck stop. So use that branding, start those conversations, earn that $1,200 for another great driver like yourselves. The demand is out there, so it's up to you. We can help grow Hirschbach in the right way.
Yeah, customers are literally banging down our doors, really for two reasons. One, because of the incredible level of service that we provide to our customers, which really takes the collaboration of everyone in this organization, from those of you that are driving the trucks to our mechanics that are working on the equipment, to everyone in our offices and all the various roles working together to service our customers. And really that's the first and foremost the reason why we've got so much demand from our customers. And during this time period, as the economy's coming out of COVID, and thankfully it was just yesterday, it's nice not to be wearing a mask. The CDC has come out yesterday, if you haven't heard, and they're saying if you've been fully vaccinated, 2 weeks past your last shot, then you no longer need to wear masks outdoors and indoors in most settings. So we're coming back out of this. The economy is roaring, and there's a lot of demand out there for our services. What else we got to talk about today?
Can I pile on a little bit on that?
Please.
Yeah, so a couple more show-off opportunities coming up, and then just to add on to what Brad said about things. We're starting to get out now again between the nice weather and the economy picking up, and then also we're getting, you know, our hands wrapped around the pandemic. So there's a lot of pent-up demand for a lot of fun and a lot of travel. And we've got Memorial Day just, you know, a couple weeks ahead. And so there's going to be an awful lot of, and as summer approaches, there's going to be, you know, you're going to see that increase in traffic. You're going to see that increase in that families out there on the road pulling their RVs, pulling their boats, kids bouncing around and distracting their parents. Be a lot of opportunity to get it right and help those folks enjoy their summer and enjoy their holiday coming up as they kind of stretch our legs again and get out and participate in life.
A little construction going on.
Yeah, I was going to mention that too,
Yeah.
and it's orange cone season, right?
Yeah.
Every spring comes a new crop of orange cones, and I'm glad you mentioned that. It's another opportunity to get it right and really demonstrate your professionalism by using your Hirschbach Safe 6, driving protectively, and distinguishing yourself. You know, you see a lot of nonsense in construction zones, and when you see it, you identify that as a poor driver. So another opportunity to show off and distinguish yourself. On that note, we just published, or we're going to publish later today, about a 10-minute video on construction zone safety, work zone safety, and how you can use our Hirschbach Safe 6 to navigate through that successfully. So please look for that on the app. If it's not out today, it'll be out in the next couple days. I
Do you
encourage
talk
to
about
take a look at that.
motorcycles out there?
Well, we don't talk about motorcycles in particular, should we? Is there-
Well, Brad has his orange Harley that
Yeah.
that he rode in, and I've got my shirt on. I actually haven't ridden on it yet, but I'll get there.
This
But
weekend,
yeah, watch out
I
for-
just got the,
Okay.
well, no, the backrest for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so watch out. Watch out for those motorcyclists, especially those new ones that may not know exactly where your blind spot is on the truck and how long it is, and thinking, you know, that they're still in a four-wheel vehicle. There are a lot of new motorcyclists out there, so, you know, watch out for us. Thanks.
Yeah, and then one more item. It's looking ahead a little bit. In July, though, I think it's around 11th to the 15th. The formal name for it is, it's another CVSA safety kind of kick, and I think it's Safe Driver Week, I think they brand it up as, and this year's focus is going to be on speeding. And I know some may say, well, that's not until July. Well, you know, choosing a safe and legal speed is always a good practice, and you know, some of our drivers have that little opportunity to, they just get a little bit above that speed limit in that 5 to 6, 7 mile an hour over range that certainly can increase some risk, and it also can catch the eye of, you know, law enforcement and produce that kind of headwind for us with violations. So, you know, take this opportunity to really reconnect with how you're managing your speed and make sure you're doing that right. And then when July hits and everybody else is running around, right, wondering, oh boy, we better get some messaging out about driving safe, we won't have to do that because we don't do intermittent messaging on safety. We just have this culture, this expectation of safety all the time. So there's another opportunity coming up in July for good performance, and another way to build our brand out there and help the folks that we share the road with be safe and well.
Yeah. Well, can't emphasize enough how important safety is a value here, never to be compromised. We love delivering our customers freight on time, but that's not more important than your health and the health of everyone else out in the road. So that's number one out there. You know, we've got a higher bar, being a professional CDL holder out there on the road, and so you know, protect those out there on the roadway and follow the Safe 6 at all times. Really, you can't take a second off from being safe out there.
Yeah, too much at stake.
Yeah. Well, great. Well, I want to thank everyone for listening to us and tolerating us here for the last 20 minutes or what have you. We'll be back next week. If you have topics you'd like us to talk about, again, survey. We didn't do another survey this week because we couldn't think of anything interesting to do or what have you. So if you've got any things you think we should be surveying the fleet, let us know. I would tell you that we're making some progress. We've had some intermittent service and in the Geotab TransFlow device, and I want to tell you that we've been working very closely with the folks at Geotab and TransFlow, and we've identified some root cause issues that have been causing the system to go down periodically. And we're very optimistic that we've identified and fixed those issues and will not see a disruption in service moving forward. So good news there. Well, enjoy the weather. Enjoy not having a mask out there. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.